The quality of intimacy in later life. This presentation is brought to you by Alicia Wickard and Brittany Seward. So, as we know, growing older is not necessarily something that many people look forward to, and there are definitely some stereotypes regarding intimacy in old age. Early studies suggested that getting older flattens out emotional extremes. So, while you may have fewer disagreements or arguments with your partner as you age, they believed that you would also feel less passion and intimacy. Also, that you would have fading sexual desire. So you may not want to have sex anymore. But today's research says older adults are not numb to the extremes of emotion. Their physiological reaction to emotional trust situations remains the same as younger adults, as to say that while they may not argue as much, they still feel just as angry as would a younger person in certain situations. On average, older adults report that they are happy in their relationships, and sexuality does remain an important element of relationships throughout old age. The socio-emotional selectivity theory. This theory was coined by Laura Carstensen, and she states that older adults become increasingly sensitive to their experiences over time. As people age, they become increasingly aware of their mortality and the fact that we do not live forever, as they unfortunately are approaching that part of the life cycle. And with no time to waste, they pay close attention to emotional aspects of their lives and limit their relationship to those who provide them with positive emotions. Along with that, they may not feel as inclined to react negatively to not so positive experiences, which makes perfect sense. I don't have that much time left here. While my husband just really ticked me off by not doing the dishes once again, I'm not even going to say anything about it. I'm just going to do the dishes and avoid an argument. They also tend to spend more time with their significant others and close family members, less time with friends and acquaintances. And that makes sense too. At 21, I spend a bunch of time with friends and not as much time with my family. But I could understand how, as you know, I grow older, get married, and have my own kids, they then become the center of my life. And then when they grow older and have grandkids, then that makes sense that as I grow older and get closer to death, I'd want to spend more time with my family and friends. My family, just family. Managing conflict later in life. Studies have shown that older adults manage conflict with less hostility and more affection when compared to younger couples. The study we're referring to was conducted by Carstensen and colleagues, and they chose to videotape 82 middle-aged couples and 74 older couples discuss issues in their relationships. They controlled for marital satisfaction and severity of problems, and when they did this, they found that older couples were able to express themselves in a much nicer way than younger couples. They were able to handle the conflict with less hostility and more affection. They promoted more positivity in their relationships, and this is due to the socio-emotional theory that who wants to spend these last few years of their life arguing all the time? I definitely would not. They limit socialization to those whose company they find the most rewarding. And again, if you're in company of those individuals who you like the most, who you enjoy the most, who you get along with the most, that also may cut down on the conflict you could experience. One of the biggest myths about growing older is that sex stops. It does not. Definitely a misleading trend that as you grow older, you are not as sexually active or you just stop having sex altogether. As adults grow older, more people are without partners. Partners die, partners divorce, and so older statistics did not account for this. Once current studies looked at not only the older population as a whole, but specifically looked at those who remained sexually active within the last year, clearly still having a partner, there's barely any drop off in sexual frequency, and gender differences did even out. That goes to show that sexuality still remains an important part of healthy relationships, even later in life. Even the oldest couple is reported having sex 2 or 3 times a month. Some of our key points are that older adults still maintain happy, satisfying relationships, conflict management skills may be improved in older adults, and sex is still an integral part of relationships in older adults. And we want to finish with just a very cute clip of an older couple speaking on their intimacy in later life.
Congratulations to both of you. And how many years have you two been married?
65.
Wow, congratulations. What kind of marriage advice do you have to give after 65 years?
Tell them what advice, what kind of advice would you give to them?
What I say now, how to say when you're not disagreeing with everybody, that you pretty well agree with anybody.
Compromising?
Yeah.
What would you say, Mom? Your advice.
Do you have some advice?
I would say that I picked the perfect partner, and that together with God and all our loving children, we had a beautiful life.
Oh, great. Was there any spark left after 65 years?
Any what?
Any spark left after still like her?
I don't think so.
Can you two answer?
And that is the end of this lecture screencast.